Okay, so today's video we are going to be discussing grip. There's a lot of conversation out there on how should I grip the club? Should I have a weak grip, a strong grip? What do? Do I put it in my palms, my fingers? I want to help answer some of your questions today on what you should do and really how you're going to find your own personal grip that fits you the best to give you the best results that you possibly can have. Okay, so here's what we want to do when we're thinking about the grip. When you stand here, everybody has an anatomy, okay? What I mean is that the way that your arms hang is everybody's a little bit different. Some people's arms might be in a little bit more like this, some more to the side, kind of like this. So to find your natural grip, this is what I want you to do. I want you simply to just bend forward like you're going to grip a golf club and just let your arms hang here. What you're going to see as you look down is your arms hang a certain way. So in this case, for me, my arms hang down like this. This is how I want to now bring the club into my hand like this. So I want my hand to sit like this, and whether we call that a strong grip, neutral grip, I think that can be a subjective term, but you want that club to sit in your hand the way that your arm naturally sits here like this. Same thing with my right hand. Now with my right hand, it sits here like this. I just want to move it over and take my grip like this. This is going to be my most natural way to grip this golf club. So why is that important? Well, here's why. If, for instance, if my arms naturally hang like this, okay, and I try to grip the club like this, when I return back to impact, my hand or my arm wants to rotate back to its natural position. And you can see what that's doing with that golf club is that it's opening up that club face. And what am I going to do? I'm going to hit shots that go to the right when I do that. So for instance, let me hit a shot when I do that. I'm going to put my hand on here weaker than what I'd actually do normally. Okay, I'm going to take my same setup. But then when I hit a shot, we're going to see what happens to the club face. And you can see it's going out there to the right. It went out there to the right because I opened the club face because my grip just wasn't correct. All right, vice versa. What if I did it with too strong of a grip? So now, let's say my arm naturally hangs like this, but I try to grip the club more like this. Okay, that's going to want to naturally return to this position, which closes the club face. What's going to happen if we do that? Well, you probably have already guessed it. The first one went to the right. This one's going to now go too far to the left when I do that. So how you get your hands on this club is really, really important, but don't just watch your friends and see what they're doing. You've got to do what works for you. Don't just watch what the latest guy who won on the PGA Tour did and say, well, I got to grip it just like that person. You have a natural grip that's going to fit your anatomy. Okay? Now, the other thing that I want to talk about with the grip, which is really, really important, is just where do we place this club in our hands? So I've got a glove here that's got a couple colors on it. The red is for wrong, and the green is ding, ding, ding. That's the go zone, all right? So when I grip this club, I'm going to kind of come in from a side angle here. What you're going to see is I put this club in my hand, I don't want to put this way up in my palm and grip like this. From here you're going to see this. I see people come to the lesson tee and they're holding the club like this, very much in the palm. It won't matter if when you set this club in here like this, you want that to be more in your fingers like this. So from that angle, it's like this. So why do we have to do that? Why do we want it more in our fingers? Well, think about this. Think about back to when you were a kid and, you know, maybe a really young kid and you don't have memory of that far back, but you see kids like this when they get a pencil in their hand and they start drawing like this, and they put that pencil in their hand and they've got it literally in their fist. They don't have a lot of motor control when they're doing that. And then you get a little bit older and what do? You put that pencil in your fingers and you have more finite control and motor control with your fingers. So the only thing that really matters at the end of the day, the only thing the ball knows, this thing only knows this club face. Well, then what do we have control over? We have control over the club, and the only thing that's in is our hands. This club is only touching our hands. It's not touching my chest, my legs, or anything like that. It's just in my hands. So I want to have that fine motor control, and I get that from putting that in my fingers. Okay? So let's put this all together and see if we can't maybe just hit a nice straight shot out towards our target. I'm going to take the natural grip that works for me, like this. I've got it very nicely in my fingers. I'm going to take aim, and hopefully we can put one on that green. It's on the green. So try that tip next time you're wondering about your grip and how you want to do that. Keep it very, very simple. It doesn't need to be complicated, but understand that the grip is a really important aspect of the golf swing.